What's the word? What's the word? So, in this video, I just wanted to I want this to be one of my more efficient videos. I know I go a lot, I share a lot, kind of like of results or like, things kind of more on the back end. I want to kind of share just more so how I view the market, not even necessarily like an application, but just in cycles, how I'm able to make decisions that I do, and more so better than like allowing me to, I mean, really make educated guesses. I guess I know that's still like you still don't know, you know what I mean, but I feel like it's fair to at least share just what goes into, I mean, the front end, really. So today's Tuesday. I did not get on the chart at all yesterday. I didn't get on a single chart. Usually, I've been doing a lot better with this. Just especially in the last few weeks, like just since June, doing everything at least 4 days out the week, and really at least starting that pretty early. I know last week I damn near hit this week. Last week I damn near hit every single day except Friday, of course. But or no, I was on Friday at least one of my pairs. But so yeah, I'm gonna just kind of run through these. I only got six here, so this is it's a little bit different. My trading now, entering from a higher time frame. It's just not as much opportunity. I'm not as much of a slave to the chart as I used to be too. Like I used to have to be here waiting on hours on end. That's why I was only trading 2 days out the week. That'd be Tuesday and Wednesdays. But I was waking up 9, hopping on the chart around 9, and I wouldn't be off. I'd have to be at least around my computer until at least 3 o'clock, and just working. How I said working, just it's I had to free up some time to be able to work and be able to do my other shit really, because it's just I don't feel there's a need to really trade that way. But without further ado, so I'm like I said, I wanted this to be efficient. My first pair I marked up was Nasdaq. Really, so last week, I know this is the daily, so each one of these candles represent a day. But damn, but where we at right now is off this candle. So really, in this was most of this was happening last week. This is a valid cycle in my opinion. Starting down here. I don't know if you guys ever realized like me putting these yellow lines. I don't even think I've ever really explained it in like a full fledged video more so. So I always when I show up to the market, I'm thinking it's in either two stages. It's either in stage one or stage two. I love to keep it super simple. Stage one, I'm not interested at all. That's when market's getting super choppy. So like down here below this, I use the MAs a lot to help me kind of gauge where we at in terms of price, and then which will let me know when we're moving into stage two. And I use these momentum blocks to. I still use the MAs for them. That's these pullbacks that I'm counting. And really, in a perfect world, I'm catching entries at the bottom of this. So I'm trading. I've been trading these pockets. I'm using the MAs to help me determine where those pockets are. I don't know why this shit is being so slow. Um, this shit about to make me lose my mind, but that's okay. So efficient. Um, what I will say I like from this, like throughout the week last week, like I said, it was getting super choppy, and finally we're kind of up out of that range. So even on a smaller scale, so like my 5 hour, for instance, I still do the same cycle. This cycle is like within these candles. So now we move down here, and this is really the same thing. I use my higher time frame, so my daily right now to get my direction. So since we're bullish, I'm not going to be selling at all. I'm not even going to be considering sales. So today, this action had happened today. Again, this is still like the same thing. This is everything below here, stage one, until price gets above here and validates its bullish move. This is where I'm This is where I'm trying to get interested. I'm waiting for these little pullbacks to one of the MAs. So I always use the 5, the 10, and the 20. The 5, sometimes I consider them if I'm trying to be more aggressive, but a lot of times I'm really anticipating a deeper pullback to at least the 10, which is this orange line right here. So basically, until this shit gets hit, until price hits that on this time frame, I'm not even considering a trade. So from in this example, I didn't trade this, by the way. I ain't been taking no trades this week, but in this example, this got back to the 5. So I mean, it's still valid for entry. And this is where I'm using these double blocks. I call them my double, just my double MB is what I've always called it. That's just is what my mentor taught, and I just stuck with the name. I never changed it. So basically, all we're saying, this is how I view demand in the market. Demand because we're buying. So it's just a double block, really. This candle right here, the way I got it, had taken out this little high, this clump, that first green box, and then the next candle, so it made this high. That next candle didn't make a high, so I can consider this is actually where I'm trying to put my buy stop at. So the buy stop would have been where the red line was at. Now, granted, I know y'all heard me mention the E micros, bro. I'm about to lose my fucking mind. What is going on? I know y'all heard me mention the E micros, and I'm trying to get there, but they just don't want to see me win. Bet. So these are those same. This my entry time frame is my 30 minute. My 1 minute is where I'm using my E micro. So I basically just take my whatever time frame I'm entering on, divide that by 30. So it was easy when I was doing the 30 second. I just used the 1 second for this. This is how I kind of learned this system and did all my data for it. Now I'm just applying it on the higher time frame. So once this kind of validates, which it validated with this, so sometimes I could have boss stopped this whole thing. Me, I like to have a tighter stop, so I'm really just trying to. That's why I'm even dropping to this frame so that I can try to leverage my position and get a nice, decent little RR return on that. So basically, all I do after this, I just boss stop those next highs. This one technically could have honestly, they're all valid. I just know I only usually do 3, maybe 4 highs getting taken because I know the higher you go, the more likely you're about to get stopped. Like I think even this, if I set a buy stop here, I would have moved to break even. Probably wouldn't have taken no profit because it looked like it only ran about 1 to 3. But by the time it came back here, it would have stopped me out break even. So I would have made no money there. That's all I did on NASDAQ Gold. So last week, what was I saying? From last week, definitely fell down. I was expecting this last week to kind of hold its move, and I wanted it to, as choppy as it had got. But this being the daily and the last couple, see, like even I had this kind of drawn out on the 5. That's what I was expecting, but of course it failed, which is no problem at all. I didn't lose any money doing this. So when it failed, what I even said, yeah, it on this failure it creates a distribution block. So that's how I changed my bias. What was a bullish bias is now bearish because, or is I'm getting ready to flip my bearish bias. So just like this on my daily. It's that same chart. For me to even start anticipating that I think that we're about to get up out of here. I'm super patient. I like that this at least crossed this line, not this yellow line right here. Now what I wanted to do is create that first momentum block. Remember this right here. This is what I want to see. And I know in my mind, or not in my mind, but on the chart, if this happens, these MAs is going to be kind of cradling it like that. So that's how I know I could use it. And if I get something like this, I'm off and running. For the 5 hours, so this is gonna basically be exactly what that happens. Anticipating a flush on the daily, me making that MMB1 or that first momentum block. That's all the MMB stands for, is momentum block. So I'm anticipating this flush. This can get below the MAs because I wanted to create something new anyway, and this is gonna be the one that I trade. So just again, I gotta be patient on this. Bitcoin, this had a beautiful cycle, a beautiful bear or bullish cycle. I'm sorry. What was this, back in April, and really delivered until was this middle of May, so like on about a month ago it looked like. And since then failed to hold its move on the MAs, and has since then been choppy as fuck. Now I'm not against the bullishness still, like new bullishness coming into the market. It just at least basically got to do what gold just did, if you want to replay that a little bit, but at least got to get up above this yellow line and hold its move. I'm not going to be too picky and say I got to wait for it to create that momentum block, but if it can, that'd be even better. But this on my 5 hour, yeah, this all I see is chop. I'm not considering any cycles here. Like this is still my same yellow line that I had drawn on the daily. So that's it. That's all I got with this. So okay, this one is a little not ironic. It's I'm just call it a good example because although we got that little valid move above this yellow line, it kind of held, still kind of holding. I know it kind of dipped below, but as long as because indicators aren't an end all be all, but like if you could look at this and it's just a good it's a good reference point for me, and that's kind of all I use it. That's all I let it be. It's just a reference. So although this kind of looks like it's holding its move, I fucking hate this candle. I hate the chop. I hate a lot about this that it'll probably turn me off from even wanting to consider it. Now, what I even say? Yeah, technically this is a first momentum blocker, MMB1, which it is. But like I said, I'm not a fan of the current formation. I don't like the current candle. Like this would just need some more time for me. So on the 5 hour, this is still the same pair. But on the 5 hour, it's still like it's still good. This is that same momentum block. This is that down move that it looked like. I literally just need to wait for new validation of so I flip my chart. This is, you see the red going up. This is really bearish. So I need to wait for it to validate the distribution block because so how I call these accumulation block is the same thing going up. So if I think it's bullish, I'm gonna call that yellow line my accumulation block. In this example, it's a distribution block, but the exact same thing. And that's what I said. Obviously, just needs time. If this wants to revalidate as a bull or a bearish cycle, I'd be more than happy to involve myself, which I would. But in the meantime, there's nothing for me to do. So CL, I know I got these names kind of weird. It's because I'm on the future, so like I don't know if that's what y'all trade or if not. It's all the same shit. So like this is the currency pair JU. Its future ticker name is 6J. So that's what that is. CL, same shit. Future is just the oil ticker. This is easy fucking walk away. So here on the daily, this was we've been in a good, nice little cycle here, a bullish cycle here. And I don't know. I mean, after we kind of kept touching this MA and didn't make a move higher, I was already like, okay, I'm not really interested in trading this anymore. I'm expecting this to fail. So for me, this is an easy walk away. I'm still not flipping my bias. I'm not going to get bearish yet. I would need a couple candles, probably 2, maybe 3 more candles to just kind of kick it here and let these MAs catch up. Basically, it's going to be the same exact shit, though, that I would be expecting on, what else did we say? I think gold. Yeah, basically this right here. It's all the same shit. Because this is how I view and I approach the market every single time. It don't matter the market. I treat them all the exact same. I trade them all the exact same. That's it. I just try to keep it very simple for myself. So, like I said, that's all I had on oil. 6B, another future. This is just GBP USD. Like I said, that's just their tickers. But this is honest. Out of everything I saw, it's only last because I marked it up last. But this was my favorite. So this motherfucker looked magnificent. Like I said, it started this cycle here. Bro, this shit about to, it's okay. Just bear with me. Like I was saying, it just looked great. It looked great. It looked so good because it had started this cycle, delivered a little bit, got super choppy, failed, and really just validated a new cycle. So it being the daily, I don't need it to make a new MMB1 right now. I'm already valid really to start trading this from the 5 hours. So kind of same shit. This is the 5 hour cycle. Stage 1, everything below this is stage 1. Since this is a bullish move, I just call this whole thing my accumulation block. So like everything below this is stage 1 or the accumulation block. So I wouldn't trade anything in here. I'm not selling. I'm not doing anything. I'm on the sideline. So after this move gets validated, now I'm just waiting for the MAs to catch up. And I mean, really, I'm probably most excited for this. So what I say, give MAs time to catch up. I'm looking for the 30-minute double MB or double mint block. So that's just my entry. So in this scenario, I'm looking for, this is my first sign of bullishness, or will be. So I just know where this is taking place, even though it's below the MAs on here, it's on the MAs. It's going to be on the MAs on the 5 hours. So basically same shit that we started with on NASDAQ, I think. Yeah, the same example. This is all I'm looking for right here. So assuming I can get it, I'm going to fire the fuck away. But that's it. That's really it. That's my outlook on this week so far. Hopefully I could catch a trade or two. I didn't trade anything last week. I made a bonehead fucking play on gold. It's kind of my own fault, bruh. So I got back from a nice little camping trip. I was turned. Just know I was turned. I don't really got to get into detail, but still woke up like it was a regular day that Monday. I came on and I don't even think I wrote down what this trade was. It would have been a regular loss. So the big difference with micro and just regular futures is the price of the contract. So basically, I lost. So this was just a regular loss, but I lost 2,200, which is fucking insane. I'm only supposed to risk like 250 to $300. So this was this was pitiful. The reason it got so big is like I said, I thought I was on the micro gold, which would have only been should have only risked about in this scenario would have been 280, which is normal. I was on regular gold and risked literally 10 times that amount, and I was devastated to say the least. I was devastated, but it's okay. Still proud about the RR curve. I'm gonna just count that as one regular loss, cause I mean that's what it was. I had to restart my whole account, cause with Apex you can't lose more than 2,500 at any given time. Like even with your starting balance. So I'm no longer on 11. Lame ass niggas on 12 now. But all I did was take all I did was take one trade on here so far. I think. Let me just make sure because I don't know. I think we for this month, right? Should just be one trade. See what is going on? Why y'all be on me like that? Oh yeah, okay. One trade. This is what I be hating. Is I'm not gonna get into detail. That's okay. But like, why are y'all counting one? Like this was all one trade. I bought all this shit at the same time, and y'all gonna say that this is five different trades. But I mean that's whatever. It's besides the point. Um, but yeah, so I'm excited for the week. I'm excited for what the week will bring. Um, I'm excited for GU. Hopefully we could turn up. But like I said, hopefully I was efficient. I was fast enough for y'all. So I don't even think I'm about to edit this. So I'm just drop it. I'm just drop it.